Hey guys, thought I'd do a quick video on side drop filters. Some of you have probably seen them before. A lot of you probably haven't, because it's probably not something you'd actively go and see. But I'll show you what mine is. The previous owner, I'm not sure how he set this tank up, but it appears that he has put power heads behind these two outlet holes here, and for me that is definitely not how you set up a side drop filter. Side drop filters are all about keeping your power bills down. If you're going to be doing a fish room or something like that, you can set your tanks up like this and you can have one air pump, and it works out that one air pump can do dozens of tanks. And it just works out to be a really cheap way of filtering your tanks. I like side drop filters. They're probably not ideal in every situation, but there you go. Basically you've got your two outlet pipes here. I'll pull this stuff off the front here. It shouldn't even be on here, so I don't want you to get confused with that. I'll clean it up afterwards and I'll continue the video a bit later, but basically a side drop filter is just two bits of sandwich glass together. You can see the back here, and it has a bit of a gap down through the glass. There's probably about a 4 or 5 mil gap down there, and when you're setting this glass up, I usually just put a bit of cardboard down there, but you can see that, I'm not sure whether my camera is going to focus, but you can see that this, where are we? You can see the back glass here is actually right down to the bottom of the tank, and as you come up it stops quite a bit short from the top, and then when you come to the front you'll see that this comes off the bottom of the tank by a couple of inches. So you've got the back piece of glass, there, and that'll stop up about there, you can see, and then you've got the front piece of glass here, and that's raised about 2 inches, and you can just use a block of wood or something like that when you're setting these, just to keep that up to where you want it. And that's about it. I'm going to set up the rest of, I've got to reset up the piping and stuff like that, but I'll show you on another video. I'll stitch it back together with this one, so you get an idea, but we'll see you on the next one. Okay guys, here we are on the second part of the video. As you can see here, I've got the fittings all laid out for you. This is 20mm PVC piping. You can see that I've slit grooves in the bottom of it. This will just go basically almost to the bottom of the tank. The slits that I've cut in there with a grinder are just to make sure that water can always flow up through the bottom of the pipe. Then we go up to the right angle joiner. You'll see how this all goes together in a minute. On top of that joiner I've drilled a 6mm hole, and that is for airline to go through. It fits through reasonably well. You can always silicone up any gaps if you've got them after. You've got a little 20mm piece of PVC that I use as an extension. We'll see how that works in a second too. And this is just a joiner. It's a 20mm joiner, and what that does is it just locks everything together on the glass. Here you'll see a better picture. There's my bit that goes to the bottom of the tank. This is the right angle that joins up here, and what you do is you just push that down about 3/4 of the way down that pipe there. Excuse me, I'm working one-handed. Push that together like that. This air line here is what will go to your air pump, and basically what that does is when you turn that on, it starts drawing air right up, and it'll come right out through your glass and back into your tank. I'll just stop here because I need more hands, but I'll stitch another one together and I'll be back in a second. Okay, here we are again on my tank. Sorry about all the breaking up of the videos and that, but I just haven't got enough hands really to be able to do this. But what I've done is I've joined up the extension that goes to the bottom of the tank, put on my right angle, I've put my air line through the top, and you can see that's actually coming out of the bottom, but you want to pull that up so once it's all set, so it's just above those slits basically, and that'll get you the most draw right the way up to the top. I've also put in my little extension that comes out the front there, and what that does is it locks it together with the glass. So I'll just stick that in my tank. You can see my other one's already set up. You can see the extension, the joiner, and how it actually joins up with the bat. But what I do is stick it through the hole. This has always been an issue. There you go, and then I get the joiner and I then join that onto that fitting, and there you go, you have your side drop filters all connected up. These air lines, obviously that would go to an air pump. You've got two of them, and that's about it. Sorry for the ugly video guys, but I might redo it if I can get somebody to give me a hand, but there you go. It's something to look at and think about anyway. Cheers guys, bye.